Hey, Tools for Motivation members. I have been working on building my database for my PLR, so I knew what I actually had in stock, which for Tools for Motivation is absolutely everything. I actually subscribe to their full deal, and I've been a member for quite a number of years now. And I thought, if I'm going to build this database, why don't I build it for our Tools for Motivation members right here? So what I've done is I've built a database. It's, as far as I know, got a complete list of every Tools for Motivation PLR that I could find on the website and that I had the PLR on my hard drive for. I've organized them, I've put the sales page for each one, I've marked them if they're no longer for sale or not, and what type of product, and I've included the 3D covers as well. And what I've done is I'm going to make that available completely free to you guys as Tools for Motivation members. If you haven't used Notion, I would recommend doing it. I'll put a link. And if you don't mind, I'll put my affiliate link. This should work in the free version of Notion, so you shouldn't need to subscribe to a plan. If you ever do, though, it'd be nice if you use my link to get into Notion. So here, let me give you a quick walkthrough. The alphabetical list is literally an exact list of what's available on the database. And you can see there's a number of columns I've got set here. The original PLR name, that's the PLR name on the website, which will be slightly different possibly than the zip file that you get when you actually buy or download it, and when you obviously expand or unlock the zip or open the zip up, it might be a different name again. So my recommendation, if you're going to use this database, is to make sure that your folder on your drive or your hard drive, whatever it is, wherever it is you put the PLR, has got exactly the same name as the actual original product. That way you'll be able to cross-reference everything. And what I've done is I've actually put checkboxes to get. So if you wanted to buy one, you would click the checkbox. If you already got it, you can go through once you've got this database and click I've got it. And I'll show you what that does a little bit. Some of the products come with Canva assets. So what I've done there is put a link or a URL field where you can actually put a link to your Canva account for the assets that you've already put into Canva from the files that Tools for Motivation provides. The PLR location, I would recommend doing something like your drive location, your hard drive location, wherever you store those files, whether it's online or on your hard drive, put the link there, because that will allow you to click that link to go directly to all the files. I've added the 3D cover. This link here is actually the sales page for the item where I found it online. Whether it's no longer for sale or not, and you'll see some of these, like the specials, are no longer for sale, and we've got a few of these tips reports, content bundles, etc. are no longer for sale, so I've actually marked those. They've actually got Tools for Motivation's got a special retirement sale going on right as I'm recording this video, which includes, I believe, 8 or 10 products. I've actually marked those as no longer for sale, because by the time you get this, they might no longer be for sale again. And then what type it is. So tips report, content bundle. And I've separated out the new tips and the content bundles from the shareables, etc. so you can actually organize them. And what that does is allow you to actually look at the files here. So if we look at the courses, here's a list of the courses. You can see I've used the multi-device image. And here, if you were actually got this as a database, you'd be able to mark it, check one of these as the database is updated. We've got the shareables, and I've used the phone image from the website for those. New tips reports, these are the new ones that changed that included the Canva. The full products, I used the box image that Tools for Motivation has on the website. The content bundles, it varies between CDs and boxes depending on how old the PLR is. And I put everything in there, even though it's no longer for sale, because some of you may have got this content a long time ago and therefore you've actually got it, so you need to mark it that you've got it. The old tips reports that use the binary images, most of the cases, again, listed alphabetically. You can organize these however you want. And the few specials that I know about, from what I've got from the ones I've checked, and this does not include any of the PLR content or the drive mapping or anything like that. And then you've actually got it organized so you can see everything by type. So courses, then full products, and you can just scroll through the list there. And what will happen is when you actually check a box, for example, I've got, it will actually appear in this tab right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually bring my version of this up here. So this is the one that I've actually created the database from. And what I can actually do is say I've got that one, I've got that one, and I've got that one. This is the alphabetical list, by the way. When I go to my PLR, it will now show the ones that I've actually got in this separate tab. And you can see it's just showing the 3 that I actually checked. I find the easiest way to do this is going to depend on how much PLR you've got. If you've got 3 courses, you're best literally just going through this alphabetical list and checking on the box I've got, or if there's one that you know you've been wanting to get for a while, you can actually click on the to get and have a list of those that you want to get as well. And you can do the same with the shareables. All of these boxes, checkboxes are available on each one of these tabs, no matter where you are. You can see these are in different order. You can actually drag and drop these and move the columns around. So you might want the 3D cover right next to the name. You can actually drag that across however you want to look at it. And there's lots of different ways to use Notion with this database. Just to give you an idea, so I built this database. What I was going to do, and I haven't got around to yet, is actually do a content creation portal. So what it does here is if you use that database, you can see the original database here. If you check in the original database here that I've got one of the courses, let's just choose this one here. When I go back to the database, it will actually show that I've actually got the course here, and I can click on this to open it into a side page where I can check the Canva assets, the PL location, whatever it is. And if I'm actually doing blogging, for example, I wanted to write a blog, so write about something, it's not started yet, but I can actually do a source from here. So I could say it's from PLR, but then I've actually linked it to the database, so I can actually check the item that I'm actually connected to the PLR. This is not available in the template. The template I'm just sharing with you is literally just the actual database, which you'll see right here. And as you can see, it's just organized where you've got all the products. I hope this helps you guys. If you've thought about using Notion or you are using Notion, this might help you keep a track of the PLR that you've actually got from Tools for Motivation. Now, one catch, whenever there's new PLR that comes out from Tools for Motivation, you're going to have to add that yourself manually. Even with databases from Notion, they are not updated automatically in your account when I update the master template. So I'm going to keep update with the master template. But if you want to keep your database up to date, you're going to have to update it yourself. If you get the second version in 3 months' time with the extra additions in there, it's actually going to not update your database no matter how you do this. But this is a starting point right now. And if we go back to the actual website, you can see here. Now, to get this, it's a little button here. It says Made with N for Notion. If you click on that, it will actually take me to the database. If I actually take this database, just to show you here, well, hopefully you'll be able to see this when I get this finished. If I go into a new incognito window and post there, what it will do is give you the duplicate, and you can actually duplicate it into your account where you sign in. If you already sign in, it'll take you to your account. You can decide where to actually put that. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Hopefully you like the idea of having this database. I am working on a few other things as well, but this will be a great start for you to actually keep a track of your PLR. One final tip. I would recommend not using this to store the copy from the PLR, but with every single item, it's like a page in itself, and within that page, in fact, I'm best going off to this main one here. Each page here, you can actually add your own content below this page. So you can add links to Word documents. You can import Word documents. You can do a lot of stuff, but I would kind of like keep this alone as a database rather than adding a lot of extra content to it, just so you don't have to, worry about where everything is. Just to me, this is the project that we're working on. I've got a lot more to do, but this is the actual database, and I'll just let you play around with it and see if it's any use to you. Let me know what you think. Feedback would be appreciated, because I do, for non-TFM members, do intend to make this possibly a premium priced info product. And finally, none of the links to the sales pages are affiliate links, so it literally just takes you straight to the sales page for the Tools for Motivation product where you can look at the information. Hope this helps. I think I've got everything covered. If you've got any questions, you know where I am. See you in the Tools for Motivation members area. Growth Network. I think that's what we called it. See you soon.